Now let's think about constants. I like to think of a constant as a shortcut. Let's imagine that we want to keep track of 3 different ammo counts for each of our weapons. Let's say we want to have an ammo count for the pistol weapon, the rifle weapon, and the chain gun weapon. Well, to do that, we'd have to create 3 new variables in our class. So I'm going to insert a new line between the ammo variable declaration, and I'm going to paste in 3 new variables. We have ammo for pistol, ammo for rifle, and ammo for chain gun, and these all begin at the value of 10. Now, of course, if I wanted to change their starting value to, say, 15, and I wanted them all to be 15, then I would have to come in and manually type 15 for each. In this case, that's not too bad because we have only 3 variables. But if we had many different variables, perhaps spread over many different files, and we wanted them all to be the same value, then it would be kind of tedious to have to specify this manually. Instead, we can use a constant to make our work a lot easier because we can just specify the constant once and have it apply to all of our variables. And I'm going to show you how you can do this. So beneath the ammo line, I'm going to insert some new line and I'm going to create a new constant. To do this, I'm going to type public, and then I'm going to use the keyword const. You can see that here in the code completion list, which represents constant, and this says I'm going to be declaring a constant. Unlike variables, which do not have the keyword const, constants cannot change over time. We specify their value once in code and they remain that value. So let's create public const, and it's going to be an integer constant, and I'm going to call it ammo count. Notice that I'm writing ammo count entirely in uppercase, and that is not something that you have to do. It is entirely optional, but it is something that I choose to do so that when I'm reading my code, I can tell the difference between a constant and a variable. So I'm setting ammo count to uppercase, and I'm going to begin with the value of 10. I'm going to set this constant to the value of 10. I'm now going to copy the constant name and paste it here, replacing the values of 15 for each of these ammo counts. And now each of these ammo counts start at the value of the constant ammo count. If I now come in and change this value of 10 to, say, 15, and I press Ctrl S on the keyboard to save, this value is now propagated to each of these 3 ammo counts. So I'm going to save this code, minimize monodevelop, and if you look here in the object inspector, all 3 begin at the value of 15 because they have read that starting value from the constant. So that really is how constants can make our lives a lot easier.